Welcome to our Sunday morning meditation service. I'm going to be doing a call and response. So I'll sing a line and then you respond, hopefully. They're really easy chants, so I hope you do it. It just brings a little bit more meaning to the words. Okay. You are in the wind, any twinkling star, all around me, you are never far, and my soul keeps singing. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want. You sound so good. Is you. You are in the wind. You are in the sea. Dancing in the grasses. You are everywhere, and my heart keeps singing. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want is you. You are in the hills, whispering in each brook. You are peeping at me. Everywhere I look, and my soul keeps singing. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want is you. Oh, divine, all I want is you. I can feel you here, where each pathway bends. I can see you smiling through the eyes of friends. and my soul is singing. Oh divine, all I want is you. Oh divine, all I want is you. Oh divine, all I want is you. You are in the wind, in each twinkling star. You are all around me. You are never far. And my soul keeps singing. Oh divine, all I want is you. Oh divine, all I want is you. Oh divine, all I want is you. You are in the wind. You are in the sea. You are all around me. Whispering in each tree. And my heart keeps singing. Oh divine, all I want is you. 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 Is you. Is you.
Good morning, everyone. A couple of years ago, the actor Will Smith starred in a movie titled Collateral Beauty. It was a really inspiring movie. Most people are familiar with the phrase collateral damage, which refers to the destruction, the death that occurs to non-combatants during some military operation. But collateral beauty is the unintended mystical experience that occurs when a person hits the impasse of spiritual safety. It's like when a person experiences something when all is lost or given up or having it taken away. Everything he or she has relied upon to survive and live in their concept of self and life as it is, when that really is absolutely sundered, then quite often there is a mystical, an unintended mystical vision, a heart-stopping vision of the beauty of life all around us. People have had this experience and have never been the same after it, but it has happened to people who have lost everything, had the most devastating experience that was not capable. There was no element within them that was capable of clinging to their usual defenses. And then they entered the beatific love of God, or heaven in their midst, which right now, I don't know how many of you have had such spiritual experiences, but the fact is, such a spiritual experience exists. And not only that, it exists. It doesn't require a tragedy for it to occur. It can be cultivated by this concept that is revealed in the book, The Door to Everything. Can we have this first PowerPoint, please? This is Ruby Nelson's Door to Everything, page 109. This upward movement can begin just where you are if you relinquish the customary attitudes and fill your heart with a new song, a song of love, a song of praise, a song of gratitude. Love, praise, and gratitude arising from your heart center in silent expectancy are the three ascension attitudes, those focused attitudes of mind that exalt your feelings toward the Christhood level. Can we take this back again, please? This upward movement that she's speaking about, and of course, we have over the last few weeks brought up the Hindu phrase samadhi, and that is the same thing that we are discussing again today. In the Hindu tradition, you can attain a state called samadhi. And this upward movement towards such a state can begin just where you are if you relinquish the customary attitudes and fill your heart with a new song, a song of love, a song of praise, a song of gratitude. Love, praise, and gratitude arising from your heart center in silent expectancy are the three ascension attitudes, those focused attitudes of mind that exalt your feelings toward the Christhood level. I know we possibly in unity don't take enough time to point out the fact that at the core of everyone's nature is this divine light. You couldn't be aware of being alive if this light did not exist within you. If this divine consciousness did not exist within you, you would not be alive. Made in the image and likeness of God, that is the image and likeness of God. And it's interesting that at dinner the other night with a couple of friends, we segued into a discussion as to whether or not we should leave a tip now that the waitress has refused to give us a fifth bottle of wine. That's not what we were talking about. We segued into a discussion that had at the heart of it, what is the true purpose of religion and spirituality? What is the true purpose of that? And my thoughts along those lines were that the purpose was to inspire people to enter a positive outlook on life. And to enter that positive outlook on life by relating to this inner divine nature, which at some point will transcend the mundane, ordinary thinking of the mind. The mundane, ordinary thinking of the mind is ours from birth. Surrounded as we are by unenlightened people, living unenlightened lives, living lives without really that positive outlook or realization. And so we grow up taking in a lot of the limited ideas that the world shares and holds people in conflict with one another and keeps them from experiencing their divine essence. And as I said in this movie that had to do with collateral beauty, it's an unintentional thing that occurs when we are gobslapped so hard with something that there's no way for us to continue to respond from our usual collection of safety devices that we hold and keep and live in and from, afraid to say, to be seen, to be under. And so it completely eliminates that ability. And then it is possible in a moment to have that heart-rendering awareness. Remember now, nothing has changed except the mind was open to the heart-stopping beauty of life all around us, which we take for granted every living moment in the unenlightened thinking of the world. I have shared with you several times when I've entered that state of samadhi, and I've been fortunate enough to have entered that state often enough to recognize that it can be cultivated. And it's cultivated by these ascension attitudes: praise, love, and gratitude. From the heart, though, from the heart. Not as we every day go through the rote and perfunctory way of giving thanks to those little favors that people do every day on our behalf. It's just shallow, unfeeling, rote thanks. Yeah, thank you, thanks. Or even in the coffee shop, thanks. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. But there's no life, because the thing that is your life has all but atrophied in your heart. We grow up having it frozen, ignored, forgotten, and then we become afraid of being holy. So the ascension attitudes is something that we can use, and I have, in fact, in the book, the author gives us permission to choose. If you want to use all three, that's fine: praise, love, gratitude. But for me, gratitude. I often give a talk on gratitude. If you really could cultivate true gratitude, you would have no other necessary spiritual discipline. There would be no required spiritual discipline if you could be honestly grateful. For what? Must there be something to be grateful for? For what? For what? That's the ego-centered mind saying, for what? Why should I? For life. Life is an ongoing miracle. I sometimes illustrate that in this way. Take a moment to try to imagine, though it's practically impossible, imagine dreamless sleep. Nothingness. No consciousness. And then there is 5 minutes of your life. 5 minutes of the life that has been gifted to you. What would be at the end of that 5 minutes? The longing to have more. The absolute unrequited longing for more of this which we take for granted every single day. The last time Norma and I went to New York City, we went to a movie at one of the huge Lowe's movie complexes. This particular complex has 3 levels, 3 floors, and there's like 3 or 4 movies on each floor. And we were on the top floor. The movie we were going to see was on the top floor. And we had to take 2 escalators to get to that floor. And there are stairs too. Some people decide they want to get a workout. They'll take the stairs. And when the movie concluded, we went back to get on the escalators to go down, and stationed at each one of the escalators at the top was one of these ushers, usually a teenager of some kind, standing there saying to each person, "Thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater today. Thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater today. Thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater today." And it was happening when they have a crowd of people coming out. They're doing it just like that. "Thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater today. Thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater today." You could have gobsmacked them. You just stopped and said, "Oh, you are so welcome." You just stop one of these kids. "Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome." I mean, I just enjoyed myself immensely here today. But what is the point of it, I wondered. I mean, of course, that's the protocol for them. The owners or managers have them doing this, as though it's even going to make an impression of any kind, because nobody's listening. And you should see this thing. People just talking to each other about the movie they just saw, and they're getting on the escalator, and they're getting down, and they want to be careful not to kill themselves and fall down the stairs. And this usher is voicing this rote thank you for coming to Lowe's Theater. And it's a perfect example of our own dilemma. How we have lived so long without really understanding the miracle and the majesty of life itself. It has become so rote in our experience, and we have taken it so for granted that we have become more complaining, as though it should be more. And that's exactly what the ego-centered consciousness, or the illusionary mundane mind, is in the process of trying to do. Get more. If I can only get more of something, I know I'll feel well, I'll feel better, I'll feel good. Just more. And it is the insanity of humanity. And it is the underlying cause of mankind's inhumanity to mankind. Because we just feel this ice-cold separation from everything and everyone. We don't really have any kind of awareness of love. Some people catch a little bit of it with their pet or their partner. But it's not what it should be. When the question was asked, what do you suppose religion or spiritual practice, what the purpose of it is? Well, look at it. the purpose of spiritual practice. To awaken us to the fact that we are, in truth, divine beings. We keep thinking about going to heaven on some distant day, or we may talk about heaven. But what would heaven be except people entering into that beatific state of love that the Hindus refer to as samadhi, where you look upon everything as sacred and worthy of forgiveness, worthy of consideration, worthy of help and peace, compassion. Can you imagine human beings arising into their true selves and living from their true selves with a heart that doesn't have to be trained in gratitude, to look upon the miracle of life all around us? And this is what, I think this was perfectly said. So I took this from the video that I'm going to share later. Can we have this next PowerPoint, please? From the video, I am grateful. The way I choose to perceive life makes all the difference. When I choose to perceive life as a gift, it is. When I am grateful, I am alive. Gratitude opens the door to freedom, and being grateful is simple. The way I choose to perceive life makes all the difference. When I choose to perceive life as a gift, it is. When I am grateful, I am alive. Gratitude opens the door to freedom, and being grateful is simple. It is true. Gratitude can be cultivated, and really should be. In fact, it should be some of the things that we teach our children, not just at home, but in our school system. It doesn't all have to be reading, writing, and arithmetic, you know. It could be just, I know that there's concern, maybe we're going to get prayer back in school. I think that they're, in the White House, is toying with the concept of it, I don't know. But certainly, some way to inspire children to recognize their divinity and kind of quell a little bit the illusion of separation that we are born and raised and educated in. It might be helpful to quell or to quiet the madness that can arise in a mind totally conditioned by an insane world. So, this is from Ruby Nelson's book, The Door to Everything. We have the next PowerPoint. On page 123, everywhere you look, in nature or in fellow man, if you sincerely want to rise above the prosaic habit of taking everything for granted, if you sincerely want to feel inspired and stimulated to the quickened, vibratory wonders of... Take that back again, I missed the last word. Can we take that back one slide? Vibratory rate of gratitude. you will find factual evidence to feed your mind. My workings never cease, and this is God, because this book is written from God, as God, in the first person. My workings never cease, and there are more wonders right there on earth than this world dreams of, not to mention the myriad wonders of my heavenly realms. I am truly in all and through all. You may watch me in actual expression if you will only open your mind and take a thorough look. Can we take this back again, please? Everywhere you look, in nature or in fellow man, if you sincerely want to rise above the prosaic habit of taking everything for granted, if you sincerely want to feel inspired and stimulated to the quickened vibratory rate of gratitude, you will find factual evidence to feed your mind. My workings never cease, and there are more wonders right here on earth than there in this world, than this world dreams of, not to mention the myriad wonders of my heavenly realms. I am truly in all and through all. You may watch me in actual expression if you will only open your mind and take a thorough look. I'm sure that those of you that have been in the spiritual work for a while have recognized this whole idea that entering into this beatific state, or heaven in our midst awareness, or collateral beauty, or samadhi, entering in that, this is the main point. Nothing around us changes but the way we see it. So we often, while we're on the spiritual journey, we're often thinking that something extraordinary will change outside and will somehow or other work through the materialistic experience to benefit us personally. And that's what doing spiritual practice or religion itself, that's the purpose of it. That when you cozy up to God, who still appears to be separate from you, you think that, well, that's going to benefit me. Things are going to suit my personal expectations and my desires from the world. But then at some point you may have experiences that relate otherwise. For as you should know by now, if you've been in unity, you can drop everything that has ever been said in all the great self-help channel books. If you will only realize there is one attracting power at the disposal of mankind, and that is love. The rest of it is meaningless exercises that, even when they do succeed, leave you not as fulfilled as you thought you would be. If you don't take anything else away from this talk today, take this with you. There is only one true, real, attracting power at the disposal of humanity, and it is love. And whether you know it or not, with all the seeking that may have gone on in your experience, what you are really seeking is love. To be an instrument of love. And upon doing that, you will know what it means to be in that state of samadhi. I'm going to try to help you right now do that this week. I should have had this written out, given out as a pamphlet. Maybe I will be able to do this by next week. And this week, let's all be mindful to cultivate gratitude. Start each morning by beginning to bring to mind three things in your life that you are thankful for, and possibly even some of the difficult conditions in your life that have caused you to be patient and considerate. But bring three things to mind each morning, this week. It's going to be a test next week. You're going to be tested. You don't pass the test, you're going to be sent back to the Methodist Church. So, three things. Find three things that you are actually thankful for and grateful for. In the course of each day this week, open your eyes to the heart-opening majesty of life. The heart-opening majesty of life all around you, just where you are. See the wind in the trees. Feel it. See the real beauty of the people in that coffee shop, whatever they may be doing. Talking to each other, tapping away on their computers, drinking their lattes. But see them as the miracle beings they are. See the real dog. Don't ever pass by another dog, ever, and not see that dog. See that dog. Look at that dog and see what that dog does. Because that dog is one of the truest expressions of God. Look at the dog's eyes as it looks at its master. Look at it as it looks around, wants to be part of life. See the real dog. Or see the real homeless guy. Share in a moment of his tragedies that deprived him of having a positive enough outlook to take himself forward in competition in the world. Share his heartbroken tragedy for a moment. See the real birds. I mean, where do they come from? I want to talk to all these people that now say, well, I'm not sure that God actually exists. Take a look at the birds. They're magnificent. Who dreamed them up and gave them to this world? Birds doing bird things. See the real traffic signs. See your chosen hobby or work as the gift that it is. Don't pass by the schoolyard with the children playing and not hear them or acknowledge the spontaneous miracle, majesty, beauty of their fun. Take a moment to feel their fun. And overall, every day, be grateful for this life that has been gifted us. So today's meditation is going to be a video meditation. So thank you very much for that. Can we have the video, please? Just relax, get in touch. This is the way I want to send you out into the world. Can we have these lights down, please? We will take an offering for unity now. As we're preparing to do this, can we have the lights back up, please? I also want to speak to all of you that are watching this on a screen, maybe on our website. You're tuning in to try to gain some insights into how to live more effectively, beautifully, harmoniously. If you really want to enhance your experience, then give back something to Unity of Boulder. So make a gift. Make a reoccurring gift if you can. That could be taken out of your credit card every month. Maybe just what you can afford, $10, $20. But it'll be so beneficial to connect yourself in this way with the truth being shared in Unity of Boulder. And everyone here can bring into their hands that gift they'd like to make today to Unity. And let's bless this gift with this offering prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is. Join me now, please. We dedicate this tithe to the will and the work of the Spirit of Truth. The Spirit available to each of us, the Spirit that joins all of us. We dedicate this tithe to the victory of the Spirit of Truth. Amen. Okay, you're all invited to join us for our discussion group, which takes place immediately after the service through these doors into the bookstore. There's another room just off the bookstore that has chairs in a circle. You can join us. You want to discuss or ask any questions about today's talk, or anything you want to discuss on a spiritual level, or any level, as a matter of fact. Just join us. And we have refreshments in Fellowship Hall. You want a cup of tea and some other...
Coffee.
And what?
And coffee.
Tea and coffee. Good. So you can go through these doors to your right. To everyone have a beatific, love-filled day.